What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I gotta go ahead and say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. Go ahead and comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So with this build today, out of all NBA players, it reminds me of none other than Kobe Bryant. In the build, I'm going to be calling it the Pure Scoring Machine. Now it's actually going to come out to the offensive heavy 2-guard. And when it comes to this build for the attributes, we'll be able to reach a 99 plus when it comes towards our driving dunk, 3-point shot, pass accuracy, ball handle, and stamina. We're also going to get the extra contact dunk packages, pro playmaking moves with a total of 46 badges. Now the gameplay that you're seeing on screen, everything is with a 60 overall. Now this is the best build in my opinion known to NBA 2K24 on next gen, and I'm going to go ahead and say that this is the true Black Mamba build. Now really this is the best build related to Michael and Kobe Bryant, really one of the best GOAT builds in all of next gen. So before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least. So the first thing we're doing is putting it under the shooting guard position. Let's go with the height of 6'6". Once we get into that weight, I'm going to put this all the way to 180. And then for our wingspan, let's go with 6'8". Now this is really going to open up the floor for the shooting. And from here, you're going to want to be sure to follow along with each and every step of the way. So the first area that I want to dive into is going to be our physicals. Once you get into that speed, let's go all the way up to an 86. As you get into the acceleration, let's go with a 73. Getting into that strength, I'm going to go with a 49. And then as you get into that vertical, let's go up with an 82. Now this is essentially what you should be looking like. And then once you get into that stamina, put this all the way up to a 99. Now remember, you do get a +4 from your Gatorade facility workouts. We're going to have that 99 stamina, 86 vertical, 53 strength, 77 acceleration with a 90 speed. Now I think these numbers are great to start out with this build. So from here, let's go ahead and dive from the top down into the finishing. So when it comes towards our driving dunk, move this all the way up to a 94. Now that right there will unlock all of the contact dunk packages. As you get into the rest of the build, we're going to leave the close shot as is. Same thing for the driving layup, and then you can go with a 40 standing dunk for some extra standing dunk packages. Essentially, this is what we're going to be looking like on the finishing. So starting with these badges, we get gold posterizer, precision dunker, aerial wizard with silver whistle, then you get Hall of Fame 2-step, spin cycle, bunny, and slithery. So from the gameplay, you've seen just how well this build was effective on the interior, especially once you grind it to 99 overall. I think this is one of the best finishers in the game. So as well, we're going to be able to get bronze acrobat, silver float game, scooper, whistle once again with gold pro touch, then you get aerial wizard, giant slayer, and then here Hall of Fame slithery and bunny once again. A little bit of the same when it comes towards the close shot. I think all of the badges are pretty much the same, and this is what we're going to be looking like so far when it comes towards the finishing. So the next area that I do want to dive into is going to be the shooting. So for that 3-point shot, let's move this all the way up to a 92. Once you get into that mid-range, this is really optional, but I'm going to go with a 78. And then for that free throw, let's go all the way up to a 99. This is going to make this an elite rec and pro-am player because of this free throw rating. We're going to get Hall of Fame free points. On top of that, for the 3-pointer, you get Silver Agent 3, Limitless Range, Spot Finder, and then whistle once again, gold open looks, guard up, space creator, green machine, corner specialist, catch and shoot, blinders, and deadeye. But the Hall of Fame badges will be Claymore as well as Comeback Kid. And for that mid-range shot, I did want to go with the minimum threshold to at least be able to get Midi Magician on the silver tier. Now for the shooting and the finishing, I think we're well equipped to be one of the best finishers and shooters this year. Now let's go ahead and take a look what we can do with the playmaking. So with that pass accuracy, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 91. As you look into that ball handle, I'm going to put this to a 92. And then as for the speed with ball, this is where things are really optional. Necessarily, you don't need to put anything towards this area. You can put it towards your defense, but for my own liking, I'm going to go with an 83. Now as you can see, that right there will unlock gold speed booster and hyperdrive. You also get silver blow by, triple strike, and then for the ball handle, Once again, killer combos here. And then for the gold badges, we get ankle breaker, unpluggable, speed booster, and handles for days. But the special badges will be coming out of the pass accuracy. I'm most happy about silver bailout. You're also going to get gold dimer, needle threader, relay passer, touch passer, and break starter with Hall of Fame special delivery. Now this badge really opens up the floor on the 5 settings. Considering that you have this badge, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to grab a board and just about throw the ball anywhere on the court. I think that makes this for one of the best point guard / shooting guards. This is what we're going to be looking like for the offensive side of the ball, pretty heavy with what we're coming with. Now let's go ahead and wrap everything up when it comes towards the defense. So for that block, let's move this all the way up to a 71. As you get into the rest of the build, I'm going to go with a 58 perimeter defense. You may have a few ticks in other areas that you do need to take off, but this is what we should be looking like once you get this build to 99 overall. So you see the one tick right here on the perimeter defense does matter. We're actually going to be able to get off-ball pests on the bronze tier, as well as bronze chase down artists. Now in total, when it comes to this build, we get 8 Hall of Fame badges, 23 gold, 12 silver, and 3 bronze. I think when it comes towards getting all of the passing styles, same thing when it comes to the pro dribble animations, most of these shooting animations when it comes towards your bases, as well as pretty much every single dunk animation. This makes it for the best offensive build. Not only that, but teammate, because of this high pass accuracy, whether you're running the 1s, 2s, 3s, or even 5s, I think this build is going to be dominant in any game mode. Now I would really like to know your comments and opinions down below and what you think about this build. So let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. We should be able to get these 3 different comparisons. You can change them up from the point guard to shooting guard position. I love that Derek White comparison. And together we have created the pure scoring machine, also known as the offense heavy 2 guard. Now honestly, this is the best replication of Kobe Bryant in my opinion. It can do everything from his offensive side of the ball, especially when it comes towards the defenses here. If you know what you are doing with a high IQ, I don't think you're going to be struggling on that side of the ball at all. And before we get out of here, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, I just want to say God bless every single one of you. I appreciate the support. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.